highly favored. Don't wanna blame me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's all breathe underneath my whole flex. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. Always on the edge, always stay your bearings. I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You on the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh, barely my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Coach, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to a sold-out and absolutely rocking Mercedes-Benz Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the New Orleans Saints. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Is the mic. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Jumping. Shoot. Slam.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. They control the clock, they control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing on third. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Von Miller drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead, he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Tackle. Check. Alert, 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 alert. 80 weapon. Check 13. Check 13.
And he'll find Hall. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary. And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 60 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and now
and
they have
out.
that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Almost unstoppable on the ground there, as that one is good for 39. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. A first down carry for Smith. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it?
And got his man complete. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 44 yards. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. A'Shawn Robinson there on the stop.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. That's caught. It's Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 30 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further.
How about that touchdown, partner? If you blinked, you probably missed it. I looked away for just a second, and they were in the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, and normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Gone. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Goff going to hand it to Gurley. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
And that one's complete to Gurley. 5 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Goff and his guys not coming off the field. They're going for this.
Super. Go.
Here we go on 4th. Goff. Under pressure, he's going to go down. Look at this, way back around the 43. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
It's a turnover on downs.
Come on. 180. 58. Come on. Hey, ball. Yep.
They'll run on first down. Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Alert. Hey, I got it. That's me. Go.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1.
180. 18. No. Off. Hey, ball. Bravo.
From the 35 on second down, Trubisky flush to his right, and that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it. And what up? Blitz coming, and down he goes. Samson Abuka just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
On second down, here's Smith. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
Brings up third down.
Switch. Motion. 58, right? Alert.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
That's it, baby. We go
First and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned. Because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Kentrell Bryce in on the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
A run with Gurley there on first down, going to get about 4 yards. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Value 3. Got 4 down. 24 is the mic. You must be turbo.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Goff And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Gurley. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
As much as I praise teams for being true to who they are, in this situation, I wonder if maybe they outguessed themselves a little bit. 3rd down seemed like an obvious passing situation. They chose to run it and then get anywhere close to the 1st down.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
That's good for the Saints.
Hey, Haywood.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Come on, baby. Let's
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score Saints 31, Rams nothing.
Set up. 180. Here's Mike. Let him know. Blue. 58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike.
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Watch the ship. Hey. Watch the ship. Hey. High 7. 18. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Dante Fowler came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, Kamara. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
Lock in. Hey, Alpha.
3rd and 14.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Open man is Michael Thomas. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the 1st down in the process.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to air this thing out deep for Thomas. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And all the way down to the 35. A big run there by Gurley. 45 yards on the ground. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now it's Gurley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Von Miller, a milestone sack for him as it moves him past Hall of Famer Lawrence Taylor, who finished his career with 132.5. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. This from 54 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but, Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame them for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame them one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara.